doing the checkings, voice check and all those things. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to the first installment of Check In Fridays. Today is January 7th. Checking in on you. How was your week? How was your day? I had an okay kind of a week, and I have something on my mind that I wanted to talk about. And what's that? Really? Okay. All right. So, check in on yourself, check in with your friends, check in with your family members because we all need somebody to check in on us. And we just need to check in on our own thoughts and our feelings. Why do we feel the way we do? Why is it that certain things trigger us, etc. All right. So we're checking in on each other. I let everybody know when we're doing, check-in Fridays live. I'm not ready for that yet. Just give me a few episodes and we're good. All right. So there's something on my mind. And I was doing some research today and I asked persons and I got a lot of feedback. Some of them were just hilarious. So I have this thing that's been on my mind. It's been bothering me and I'm being honest, right? I think that I should be paid for the domestic things that I do. And I'm not talking about be paid by my husband. It's not like, I'm a stay-at-home mother, stay-at-home wife in that sense where, he should give, some kind of compensation to me. I'm just talking about in general, like as a general person, the things that I feel like I achieve as like I do a whole heap of house washing up of the dishes, washing of the clothes, all the laundry, cleaning, wiping out every single day more than once, right? So we all have different levels of housework that we need to do. And it's almost like there's this day I finished and the house just smelled fabulous, smelled like bleach, feel good because we all know that feeling when our house is clean. It feels like an achievement, honestly. You may have to be, weighing your degree and other things against, how you feel accomplished when you clean your house, fold the laundry, everything is just perfect. That smell, when you're done and you get a shower, you come like, yeah, this is good, right? It feels good, but I feel as though I should be rewarded. That's how I honestly feel like I should be rewarded. There should be somebody, something rewarding me for my domestic duties. So I asked, you know, should teenagers, young adults be rewarded, be paid when they do domestic stuff? And a lot of persons gave me feedback. They were saying, oh, yes, teenagers should do work. Oh, young adults, they don't know who going to feed them and clothe them, so they're supposed to contribute to the house. And adults just have to do it because that's the thing. I don't want to do it as an adult. I feel like I've gotten to the point where I don't love domestic stuff anymore, where I don't want to just clean and I'm okay with it and it makes me happy. I'm done and I want to be rewarded for my hard work because it is hard work. Maintaining life as an adult is what is hard. I don't think it's that hard. It's the maintaining of everything that is hard. I can't manage. I can't. It's hard. And I just want to leave the dirty dishes. I want to leave everything but I can't. So when I do it, I want to be rewarded. I am so serious. I want to be rewarded. And the thing is, it doesn't have to be anything big. It doesn't have to be like any kind of, grand. I don't know who. I'm just saying I need to be rewarded. I feel like I'll be more motivated if I'm rewarded. So for those teenagers who are living in their parents' house, you gotta do the chores because you live there. You don't pay bills. But I'm talking about for me as an adult. I don't want to pay. I don't want to do it. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to be. I feel rebellious. I don't want to anymore. And I want to be compensated in some way. There's no reward. There's no, okay, at the end of the year, you don't have to give it to me every month. Give it to me at the end of the year where I get some kind of award for like, I don't know, best domestic mommy of the year award or something like that. Good. I need to get that off my chest. That's my check-in. That's what's on my mind. That's what's bothering me. I am so tired. All right, I'm done. All seriousness now. This week was a little bit rough for me mentally and emotionally. I was fine otherwise. Because I felt like my back was against the wall and I felt like it was getting a little heavy, that the pressure was just on. And there are points where I felt like, do I really know what to do? And I felt like, boy, I don't know if the Lord is saying anything to me, and I really need a response, right? Everything felt urgent, felt like, oh my God, you need to get this done. And there was one night where I said to the Lord, I feel like you're not talking to me. I feel like I need to hear something. So I woke up the next day, and when I woke up, I got up very early. The Proverbs 31 wife business. It was just that morning because the other mornings I slept. So if you're doing the Proverbs 31 thing, I'm very proud of you. I support you. Some of us just can't manage it every day. Okay. Anyways, let's keep focused. So I was washing dishes. I was washing dishes, and the Lord gave me a word. He said, just one word to me: remember. I was like, what? Remember. And he brought to mind a few things, and one of them just was just more outstanding than the other, and I wanted to share it, right? So okay, so there's no production crew. Everybody who knows me knows that I have to get my children to go up the stairs now. Right, there's no production crew. Let's continue. So, the word that the Lord gave to me was remember, and it just brought something to mind. And I immediately started weeping, and I was like, oh my God. And I think a lot of us have those moments where it's almost like the Lord has to say, Miss, Ma'am, you don't recall such things. And just so you know, the Lord keeps receipts, okay? So I just started remembering how there are so many instances of me feeling as though my back is against the wall just throughout my entire life, always feeling like things have to get to the extreme, and the Lord steps in. And I've questioned the Lord about it. I was like, why is it that things can't just come naturally easy for me? Like it just happens, bam, bam. And the Lord said to me, but then, what's the testimony in that? How do I get glory in that? How do I get glory from that? So I remember when I was going to teachers college, and in my first year, I think I went to school like the October, and at that time everybody's went to school, from August. And I couldn't find my school fee, and every year it was the same thing, and it was just a struggle. And I remember that in my final year, I was sitting on the steps because obviously school start again, and I'm not registered. I have nothing has been paid for me, and of course my hardworking parents pushing through to make something happen. And I remember I was sitting on the step, and I was just bawling, just bawling, just bawling my eyes out and saying, oh my God, it's my final year of school. What was the point of going all those 3 years if it wasn't gonna work out, and if I wasn't gonna get through, and all of that, what was the point of bringing me through the 2 years to not complete my final year and all of that? And I'm telling you, it was like the Holy Spirit just boxed me. It's like, listen, you are going to just stop that foolishness, stop the bawling, stop, And the Lord said to me, are we doing this again? And I was like, huh? Are we doing this again? We've done this in your first year. We did this in your second year. You're coming to this again? Because every single year I've provided, every single year I've created opportunities for you to get leniency or to get, some kind of leeway with stuff. I have provided persons who have blessed you. I have just created various opportunities for your school fees to be paid. And so what is this? Why are we doing this again? Why are we here again? And I mean, I guess I've been struggling with those things from then, right? He says, why are we here again? Is it that you're doubting me? And I'm like, oh my God, it's true. And I feel bad. Now, of course, I'm going to repent. Of course, I'm going to weep. But I don't like that the Lord has to be reminding me of stuff. But he does, because he keeps the receipts. He does. He keeps receipts. And I just remember how, in my first year, and I was standing on the veranda with my parents, and we were saying, boy, this door looks so hot. How are you going to get to go to school? And they were telling me, you probably have to just go to the office and ask to speak to the dean, etc. And my mother got a call at the same time, and it was my old teacher who just loves my siblings and I loves my parents from primary school. And she was saying, hi, how you doing? And they were talking, and she said, the truth is, I'm literally standing on the veranda with Erica now because we're trying to figure out how our school fee going to pay. And she was like, these were her exact words: meet me at Scotiabank. Meet me at Scotiabank in Sam Sharp Square. And she said, come, put on your clothes, and we're going, and I put on my uniform. And I went to Sam Sharp Square, and when we went inside, no, we were outside, didn't see her. I'm like, okay, is it that she's late? Is it that? So after a while, probably like 8 minutes there, but we saw her coming out of the bank. So we're saying, I thought we were supposed to meet. She said, yeah, but I came and, I didn't see you guys. I went inside. Here, she gave me the receipt. That's your school fee. Whoo! She paid the school fee, and I went to listen, me hype now, because I have my receipt. Okay, I have my receipt, and it was just awesome. I saying God will just do some things that just blow your mind. Same thing for the University of the West Indies. I mean, I have gotten my entire year's worth of school fee and money that I owed just from a blessing that the Lord just opened up. So he brought to my mind the various instances where just for one season of my life, or 2 seasons, where 2 seasons where I felt as though my back, was against the wall. And I felt like that many times. And I've said to the Lord so many times that, Lord, I feel like I'm at the Red Sea. There might be not, any kind of, there's nobody chasing me to kill me, etc. But there are things happening where I feel so much pressure. And it's hard, as though there is nowhere else to go. There's no one else to touch. There's nothing else to do. I cannot do anything. And it is in those moments where we have to be reminded that, if God has done it before, he'll do it again. And I'm better than the children of Israel, because in their case, they didn't know that the Lord would have come through in that way. I know that's a wonderful thing about reading the scriptures. I know I have a guarantee that the Lord will come through that way. And so, he just reminded me that, he's done it before over and over, and I can repeat 100 overs, and he'll do it again, and not in any way that I think or that I expect. He'll just blow my mind. And so, as I've shared before, sometimes we have to give our ongoing testimonies to the issue. It wasn't resolved. Today's what, Friday? It wasn't resolved, but I'm trusting God that before the weekend is out, this is going to be resolved, and that he's going to be glorified, and that I'll have a testimony to share. So for those who are going to college, young people going to college, somebody who is trying to buy a house, somebody who's trying to get a good deal on a mortgage, somebody who is trying to decide on who they should marry, when they should marry, whatever the decisions are in your life that you are trying to make, whatever kind of pressure that you are feeling, because sometimes the pressure is hard, it's really hard. Stand at the Red Sea knowing that God is about to part the waters. He's about to part the waters. We're gonna say fish afloat, and fish do all kind of things. And even as the Lord parts the Red Sea, obviously, because of how the waters are, it's going to still look dark, and it might be weird, but there's nothing that he is bringing you through that he doesn't have an idea of what he's doing. It's not like he must say, like, okay, maybe try this, let's try this. He knows exactly what he's doing. So I'm encouraging somebody to hold strong, trust that God is about to come through any minute for you, and don't make any decision. Listen, don't make any decision out of desperation. Don't you ever feel desperate that you have to just do something, or that you have to help God. He doesn't need your help. You've prayed about it, you have cried about it, you have, he knows your heart, you have pleaded to him, you have poured out your heart to him. And so trust him that he'll come through. Trust him that somebody will call you and tell you to meet them at Scotiabank. Amen. Have a great weekend. Check in with somebody who you love and you cared for. See you next time.